Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to Grace Imports Limited. Yeah guys, here we normally discuss a lot when it comes to importing, and mostly we have had discussions about importing from China to Kenya. And there's a question that I normally get from most of you. You normally ask, how should you know, what should you know as you're choosing a shipping agent company? Yeah, the person who you're going to trust with importing your goods from China to Kenya. What are the pointers that you need to check out for, guys? And that is what we're going to discuss today in our video today. We're going to be discussing what exactly should you look out for, yeah, so that you get the best experience, so that you get the best in terms of costing, yeah. And I know most people are going to be asking, which company do you ask? So make sure you watch till the end of the video, because I'm going to be sharing more about that. Yeah, so my first point, yeah, on what you should check for, yeah, you should check for on affordability. Yeah, guys, that is something that you need to check about. Yeah, the cost, yeah, because trust you me, the cost that you pay for shipping normally affects the total cost of your goods, and it will also affect your selling price when you come here in Kenya. So you need to get a company that is very affordable, especially when it comes to the charges in air and sea. Yeah, so you need to check how much are they charging per kg. Yeah, how many dollars per kg if you're bringing via air, and what is the CBM, what is the cost per CBM if you're bringing via sea. So those are things that you need to point out for. And you will notice there's some companies which have some hidden cost, yeah, so you need to also check out on that again and again. Because tell me why. I was discussing with one of my customers, one of my clients, and they were telling me there's a company they used, and the minute they bring the items, tena they start shifting, they're no longer weighing in kgs. They start telling you this is the volumetric weight, and then this is the total kgs. They start charging you for packaging, you know. So you keep wondering how come there are hidden costs. So you need to find out, are there any hidden costs? Because any hidden cost that is gonna come up, it's gonna affect your end price, yeah, and it's gonna also affect your profit. So you need to check on that, guys, yeah. So like the company you normally use, they give you straight away, if you're bringing via air, this is the amount you're gonna pay packages. If you're bringing via sea, this is the amount you're gonna pay via sea, and there's no way you'll get another cost that will come up, guys. That is the total cost that you're going to pay when the goods come. And then you also need to know, are you paying for the goods while they are still in China, or do you pay when the goods are still when the goods arrive here in Kenya? Yeah, so like the company I use, you pay when the goods arrive in Kenya. Yeah, so especially for business, that is a good thing, because you have, let's say if you're bringing via sea, you have like a whole 1 month to figure out where you're getting the shipping cost. Yeah, it's a good deal. So my second point, yeah, delivery time. How long does it take for your shipping company to bring your items? Yeah, because trust you me, you do not want to have your products taking like 3 months for them to get to you. Like, what is that? Yeah, so you find that some companies which will tell you they're gonna bring the items on a certain period. So in my importing, the time I've been importing and all that, what I've noticed is for most companies, if you're bringing via air, some can even bring in 4 days, others can bring in 7 days. It will depend, guys, on the category of your goods. That is something most of you miss out on, the category of your goods. Are your goods normal goods? Are your goods DGR? DGR remain dangerous goods. Which category are they falling? Because you'll find that will also affect the delivery time. Yeah, there are also some goods will get to you faster if they're normal goods. Dangerous goods, you'll always find their timeline is quite different. Even their cost, the charge will be different for someone who is bringing normal goods and dangerous goods. So you need to be sure. But what I've noticed nowadays with delivery time, I know it's hectic. It's hectic. Most of the companies will tell you if you're bringing by sea, it's between 35 to 40 days. But sometimes it's also tough on them depending on the clearing and forwarding. Yeah, guys, we're in Kenya, you know how Kenya operates, so the delivery time might not fall fully on them. But of course, you can notice some consistency with companies. Yeah, so even when you go check out the pages of these companies online, you need to see what are people saying. How long did the goods take for them to arrive? Yeah, then it should not take too long, yeah, because it means this company is not being able to clear their things faster at the port. Yeah, so delivery time is a main factor, because especially if you're in business, let's say you're doing pre-orders, yeah, and then your goods are not able to meet the timeline that you expected them to come here. Let's say even new stock, yeah, that you're bringing in, the minute the delivery time takes too long, it also affects your selling, the time, yeah, because you can imagine in most cases what happens when people are, maybe like right now, most people are buying things to sell in Christmas period, and then tell me these goods comes to you after Christmas. That has happened to you, by the way, you guys, yeah? It has happened. It has happened. Imagine you've bought items, you're expecting to sell them in Christmas period, and then zinafika hapa January, yeah? So delivery time, yeah, I hope there's a way we can be able to, the companies can be able to work on that. Sometimes I know it's beyond them, but you also as the buyer, you need to try and estimate more. Don't overestimate. Be like, I know my goods are gonna be here in 1 month, so you're ordering in November things that you want to sell in December. Always plan ahead. Always plan ahead so that you can be able to have a good delivery time. Yeah, guys, so as you're watching this, make sure you subscribe, guys. We already past 5,000 subscribers, so we're hoping to get to 6,000 by the end of this year. So we're going to be doing more and more videos by there. Tulikuwa tumelala, but we're back. So make sure you like the video as you're watching, as we continue to the next point. My third point, yeah, that you need to check as you're choosing a shipping agent company to bring in your goods, you need to check the location. Yeah, guys, the location is it's going to affect you, yeah. So you find most of the companies, we have them in Eastleigh, others we have them on Mombasa Road. Yeah, so you need to check what is the extra cost that is going to come up depending on their location, yeah. So if you're in a different town, are these people able to deliver in your specific town? So you'll find maybe there's a company, yes, they have a location in Eastleigh, but they also have locations in maybe, let's say, Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru, you know, the major towns. Yeah, you need to check on that so that you can be able to choose a company that will be closer to you, because the closer the goods are able to be brought to you, the less the cost of also adding for goods to get to you like that, yeah. Because you'll find even when you're doing your maths, you need to incorporate that cost, yeah. So like for me, my goods, let's say they're at Eastleigh, I need to figure out also that cost that will come up of the goods to go from Eastleigh to my shop in town. You see, guys, those are things that you need to check on. You need to check on the location. Yeah, so for me, I need to check, do I need my goods to come to Eastleigh, or do I want them to come to Mombasa Road? Where will I spend more? Yeah. And then there are companies which are even giving offers on free delivery in town. Yeah, so most businesses in town, they get free delivery. So you see, that's another pointer to check, because if you're able to get someone who can bring the goods actually to your shop, why not? So that's another thing to check. Location, if you're not in Nairobi, that's also another point to check, so that you can ensure the goods come to a city that is closer to you, so that you might minimize on the cost. Yeah, in business, guys, we said all you need to do is ensure that you're able to minimize on the cost, yeah, so that you can be able to maximize on your profit, guys. Yeah, so let's go to the next point. Guys, our next point is, does the shipping company that you're using, what is the minimum? Yeah, what is the minimum you can bring with them? Yeah, so you'll find you've gotten a company, it has very good cost, but what is the minimum you can bring with them? Yeah, so you find if you're bringing via air, most companies, the minimum you can bring with them is 1 kg. So what does that mean? If you're there and you want to order something and it's less than the 1 kg mark, you're still going to pay the 1 kg price. So you see, that's something you need to know. So let's say you've gotten a company and their minimum is 2 kgs. You see, that is going to be expensive for you if you're bringing a very light item, if you're bringing a very small item, yeah. And then via sea, most of the companies, I've seen the minimum CBM, we have 0.1 CBM. Others, actually, they are going lower now to 0.05 CBM. Yeah, but on the flip side, there are companies who are even doing 0.2 CBM. Yeah, I remember there's a company I used to use some time back when I started importing, and that was the thing that made me to stop using them, because I was like, if you're giving me a minimum of 0.2 CBM, that's roughly 12,000. I have to ensure I bring goods that are worth 12,000. If my goods have not even gotten to the 12,000 mark, I will still pay the 12,000 mark. You see, that is quite expensive, guys. So anytime you are interacting with a shipping company, you need to ask them, what is your minimum? Yeah, what is the minimum CBM that I can bring? What is the minimum kgs that I can bring? Yeah, because tell me, why would you use a company whose minimum CBM is 0.2 CBM, that's about 12,000, and there's a company that can allow you to do a minimum of 0.1 CBM, that's about, let's say, 6,000 Kenya shillings. Yeah, so you have to check on that difference. Yeah, so and anyway, all this depends in, are you a bulk shipper or are you someone who brings things which are in small packages? Yeah, because for someone who is bringing bulk shipments, for them that is no worry, because they're not worried about the minimum they can bring. But for a starter, I believe you want to start small, definitely you need to get a favorable minimum when it comes to either you're bringing via sea or via air. So that is something that you need to check out on. So the next point that we're going to discuss is consolidation. The company that you are using, do they allow consolidation? Yeah, so I've found most companies, they're not okay with doing consolidation. If you ask them, they'll just tell you we don't offer consolidation. Yeah, but at least I've started seeing some have started embracing the option of consolidation, because as I said, for most people who are starting, let's say you've gotten shoes from supplier A, there are 50 pairs. Yeah, you've gotten handbags from supplier B, you have like let's say 50 pieces. You want them to come together, you don't want them to come via air because it's gonna be super expensive for them, for you. So what you want to do, you want them to be consolidated, yeah, for them to come like one box. Yeah, but you find most companies, they don't agree to that. So the reason they say is you know, they're in business. Yeah, they want, when a package gets to them, it's transported. Yeah, so mostly you'll find if you're bringing via sea, that is a flip side for you, the buyer, because if you've only brought few pieces of a certain item and then they come, they'll be charged the minimum, so that one will fall on you. And then another package comes, it's gonna be charged the minimum, it falls on you. Yeah, so if you're able to get a company that offers consolidation, the best, at least if they're able to hold on your items and then they mix the other items, yeah, that is the best. That's the best they can do for you, because at least that way you're going to minimize your shipping cost. Yeah, your CBMs will be added in one package, and then you're going to get your package and you're going to pay cheaper. Yeah, so what I've noticed with most of the shipping companies, what we have been doing is you ensure your goods get to them at the same time. Yeah, so they won't open the boxes and make them one box. What they do, the different boxes that you have, ensure they get on the same container. If they get on the same container, you're charged like one package. So they're gonna get the CBM for box A, the CBM for box B, the CBM for box C, and then they're going to add up, and then they're going to give you the total shipping cost. But that happens if only you're able to have the goods get there at the same time and put in the same container. Yeah, that's the only trick you can be able to do in that. Yeah, so we're hoping more companies can be able to give us that option of consolidation, so that we can be able to enjoy that as buyers who are not bringing in maybe very huge quantities of items. That way you can be able to consolidate, at least you're able to buy from different suppliers and the goods get to you at almost the same time. Yeah, and you minimize the cost. That you need to check on, guys, is how legit is this shipping company. Yeah, you need to do your due diligence. Yeah, so how do you do your due diligence? The first thing you need to do is go and visit their warehouse. Yeah, so if you've gotten a shipping company online, the best thing you can do for yourself is go qua ground and visit their shipping, their warehouse, and see how they operate. You'll be able to see if they are legit, if they're operating, because you don't want to be given an address in China, you have your goods go there, and then you can find out later on these people are not even operational. So that's how you're gonna lose out on your goods. Yeah, and maybe they've told you to pay for the shipping cost and you've paid for them. Yeah, so I keep telling people, if you know you want to do something, go that extra mile. Yeah, go that extra mile, go visit them, go to their warehouse. What will it cost you? Go to their warehouse, just see them, ask the necessary questions that you'd like to ask. Yeah, ask even those questions I've said about the costing, all that, the extra cost. That way you'll be very well prepared and you will be knowing you're using a trusted agent. Yeah, so don't just get someone online and then you just decide these are the ones I'm going to use. Or the other better way is for you to be able to use a shipping company who has been used by someone else. Yeah, they have been recommended to you by someone else. Like for me, in my case, yeah, if you check my rate card, I normally recommend the shipping companies that I use, and I'm able to share with you at a fee. Yeah, so if you're interested on the shipping company that I use, you can always get them at a small fee, guys. So if you're interested, my number is right here on the screen, as you can see. So that way, I'm able to recommend to you the company that I use. Also, I'll tell you the charges and all that. Yeah, guys, and we're still doing trainings. Yeah, for people who are interested on shipping from China to Kenya, we still do trainings on that. Yeah, we are able to, you come to class with me, and the classes, guys, they are one-on-one. Yeah, we can either meet physically. Yeah, we have a place where we meet physically, we do the class together, or we can actually do it online. Yeah, we have held these sessions with even people who are outside Kenya, people who want to start businesses elsewhere. Yeah, we are able to do that, guys. So thank you so much for watching and being part of the channel. We are growing, guys, we are growing, and make sure you come and support us. Our shop, we have a shop in town. Yeah, we are actually on Odeon. Yeah, when you go to Odeon CBD, we're actually there on Odeon CBD, somewhere called Taveta Road. We are there on Odeon Medical Center, third floor, shop number 40. So you can come. Things that you see me post on this channel, things that you see us unboxing on this channel, you can actually come in, walk in, shop from our shop. Yeah, you're very welcome. And until the next one, bye bye.